Good afternoon, everybody. It's Matt, aka the Lumberjack Landlord, back with our good buddy Mike Zuber from Orange All the Time. Mike, we got to spend a lot of time together this week with Dion gone.
Yeah. Dion, we'll miss you. We'll catch up next week. I hope you enjoyed your trip. You're not allowed to do another one.
Yeah, I know what the hell.
Get Wi-Fi, man. Get Wi-Fi.
Yeah, exactly. Get on a better boat.
Yeah.
So anyway, Mike, super excited to have you here to talk about this topic. I think we spend a lot of time helping landlords. And I think one of the ways that we can help landlords is by having them best set expectation for potential tenants.
Mm.
I think that tenants need to be doing a lot more research now and better understanding themselves and what they look like to a landlord. So then they just don't get to walk around in a huff and all landlords are stupid and that none of us just understand how amazing they are as a tenant.
Mm-hmm.
Present your case. And so that's where I wanted to for us to talk about it and say, if you were a tenant in today's market, give me, we'll go back and forth, ping pong back and forth, but give me one of the things that you would be thinking yourself to put yourself in the best position to get that place and to be able to rent it.
Yeah. So this means something, right? My sister she does rent. So if I was talking to my sister, Anne is her first name, a couple of things I would tell her is first, Anne, do yourself a favor, look for a mom and pop landlord, not a Wall Street or corporate landlord, right?
Yes.
I believe corporate landlords aren't very good. I think they are all about price. I would never rent from a corporate landlord.
Agreed.
Just not happening. So I guess that's the first thing I would tell her is do yourself a favor and find a mom and pop landlord and pass on any corporate landlord. So that'd be the first thing I'd tell her.
Yep. So I think the first thing that I would probably tell people is if you think that showing up is going to mean anything, you could not be more wrong. Be prepared. Be prepared. The first rule of selling is to remove friction for the buyer to be able to buy. You, in this case, are the seller, not the buyer. You're the seller. This is not a renter's market. This is a landlord's market. So you are having to sell the landlord on why you should get the unit over the other 80 inquiries I got in 72 hours, more than one an hour, even during the night as I slept. So the next piece of advice, or the first piece of advice I would give, is be prepared. Know what you really can afford and read the ad well. Understand, read the ad well. The number of things that we have people send over that we just instantly disqualify them over is that you didn't even read the ad. You didn't even read the ad. Read the ad, understand the ad, and be prepared based on what that ad is telling you to do. And something as simple as understanding what your net take home is, understanding what your actual credit score is just by running it on Credit Karma. Understand at least and be prepared to say, oh, and I also have proof I paid my landlord the last 3 months, just showing that. And here's the transactions. It was due on the first, it was taken out on the first, or it was due on the first and I paid it every single time on the first. Make the decision easy for the landlord to go, they've got their stuff together. This is perfect. Let's do this. This is awesome.
Yeah. Kind of along that lines. I would remind her that all landlords have what I call a tenant box. I don't know if she would look at it that way, but basically, 2, 3, 4 criteria, right? Again, your net income to the rent, is it 2.5, 3x? What is the landlord? What is the minimum credit score required? And then if you are my sister in this case, Anne, you may want to get a co-signer or something lined up to make it even a stronger application. If you're right on the borderline for, 2.5 or 3 times, you need to realize that the property you're looking at is scarce. And if you're looking at a house like she would be, it's even scarcer.
Right.
And if we go into a market where affordability keeps going down, rental homes like houses are even going to become more scarce.
Sure.
So the first thing I would do is do the research to make sure I check or she checks the boxes. And if the answer is yes, move on. If the answer is no, look somewhere else. Because again, like you said, landlords today have the pick of the litter, and there's landlords today in houses they don't have to do, 2 out of 3, right? It could be, it has to be 3 for 3 or 4 for 4. You
Yep.
got to hit all the requirements. There's no exceptions today. So yeah, whether it's read the ad, get a co-signer or something, if you have to, just try to make it easy, like you said.
Absolutely. If the next tip that I would have is in talking with that landlord is understand, if you want to, if you really want it, understand, well, what would be the things that would make things easier for you? If I did the lawn, if I signed a 2-year lease, again, I'm not trying to get indentured servitude. I'm trying to give you the edge as a tenant to have the best opportunity to win, because we have people present this. These are all things that are taken based on a tenant telling me, well, what if I was able to do this? Oh no, I'm not looking for a break in the rent. I'll still pay the full rent, but I'll do your lawn for you. That saves me $40 a week times 12 or 14 weeks a year.
Yeah.
Saves me $600, and you're willing to do it. And I never am going to get the complaint, why isn't the lawn done? Right. Or the guy missed a spot. I don't have to worry about that. You're going to take care of it. So look to at least ask questions of the landlord. Say, I really like the place. I think it's fantastic. I see myself being here for years. And what I'd love to do is really, help. And so if is there something here like doing the lawn or putting flowers outside, something like that, that I might be able to help with. Honestly, every single person that's ever done that for me, we've ignored other stuff because we're like, they want to be here. They're going to keep the place.
Yeah.
And that made them instantly better qualified as a tenant.
Yeah. I guess my last one on this topic is, if I was coaching my sister again, I would hope she would eventually get on the property ladder. I would tell her not to stretch.
Yes.
Right.
Stole
my see, I like going first. This is really the time to get uncomfortable for a little while.
Yep.
Go get a little bit smaller so you can save money. Because I really do believe as early as next year, the powers that be are going to throw a lot of money at first-time home buyers.
I agree.
And you know what? You might as well get a little scratch put together. Don't stretch. This is not the time to stretch. Go down. If you need a 3-bedroom, get a 2. If you need a 2, get a 1. And let's not forget that getting on the property ladder, whether it's house hacking, a 2 or 3K loan, something is, at least if I was talking to my sister, would hopefully be the goal that she would be striving to. So that's what those are the 3 I'd probably tell her.
Yeah, I think the other thing too is, and so kind of dovetailing off of that, is we have a couple of people that we did multi-year leases with this year. Quite frankly, to get them out of the apartment, it's the same process to evict them if I don't like them anyway. And I think the big key for us and for them is that they've actually set that as a goal. They signed a 3-year lease. They set that a goal and said, we're not going to renew here. We're going to be buying a home. And I was like, I love it. And so knowing that they have a plan, knowing that they're going to be there for 3 years, maybe their plan adjusts a year. You never know what's going to happen. But knowing that they have that plan, we love being that landlord before somebody buys a home. I
will take that notice every day. I'm
absolutely
ecstatic when that happens.
Love it. Yeah, absolutely love it. So Mike, tell everybody where they can find you, my friend.
One rental at a time. Website, Instagram, YouTube, books. I do a Saturday live stream, which is tomorrow at 8 a.m. Pacific.
It is. It's there. It's all there. It's a lot of fun. Excited to be there tomorrow. So as I always say, we try and create great content for you. Hit that like button for us. Also subscribe, check us out, hang out with us. Sunday morning, 11:30 a.m. Eastern time, I'll be doing my live stream, your questions, my answers. I might not go until it stops, but I'll go for at least a few hours just to hang out with everybody on Sunday and have some real estate talk. So Mike, thanks so much. Appreciate the time. We'll see you in segment number 3.
Yep.